And truthfully, I love this. I'm an engineer, so oh, are you? All right. So there's three types of people. There's a front loader. Okay, Hogan had a little bit of a front post guy. There's a center post, and there's a rear post golfer. You know, and so biomechanically, you should do whatever your body is doing in this post test. So in the post test, you're just going to place the club across your thighs, get in your golf posture. The top, you should be able to touch the top of your trail hand, touch the top of your knee, and then just rotate. Now the shaft should probably be a little higher, but you're okay. But just pay attention to this. That's good you told me you're an engineer, because that tells me a lot of how I need to talk to you. All right, so that would be a center a center post. Why? Because if you were moving your front hip forward, then you would be a front post guy. If you were moving your trail hip a little back, you would be more of a rear post guy. So in your golf swing, let's see what you do. All right, you see that little shift to the right? That doesn't match your body. So, you know, is that something you should eliminate? Yeah. Just turn. That'll also get you behind the ball. Now, why is that not good for your back? Well, the more you shift to the right, the more you're going to side bend. Or you're going to shift right and left laterally a lot, and I don't know. Yeah. So you do shift side to side quite a bit. That's interesting. Okay, so the right shot is when your head's in front of the ball, or in front of the address position. There's a lot of lateral movement. Yeah, you need to be more of a rotator, because that's really what you are. Yeah. I mean, if you no. And in your golf swing, if you were doing this if your post test showed me right post, where your right hip went outside that box, but you don't do that. So yeah, you need to think more rotary in your golf swing for sure. That'll help you. Now Rocco has a lot of lateral movement, because he doesn't want. He actually moves into his right side. He's a rear post player. He likes to load into his right side, and then he moves back into the ball, but he gets back to the original position. Then he moves over here, so he doesn't want any bend at his back. So that's the other thing I want you to work on is, letting your head release. And the more your path gets more round, the more your head's going to want to release, because your right shoulder is going to come under your chin instead of down. And it's down and out. Yeah. So in your swing, getting ahead of the ball right there is a lot of your, that's the inconsistency on using your hands, because what an instinctive golfer does when you slide past the ball or slide past the original spot is you're going to figure out how to use your hands to get the ball.
It's all timing. I know that.
So yeah, I just think that little bit of shift. You don't move laterally. Like out of the box. You just have a little bit of lateral shift, which is interesting. Your grip is really good. That's a really good golf swing. You're just a little in front of it. There's not enough rotation. You just got to start turning out of the way. You get a little, and that's probably to protect your back. Your upper body and your hips move together. This has just got to turn more. It's interesting, when you do the practice swings, you do practice turning your hips, but in the real swing, you shift more laterally than you want to. You can see your head.
I can see it now. In impact, I'm like this.
Yeah, your head. Watch your head. It goes past where it starts. You see how your nose is this far past where you started. And I think that's to protect your back to some degree. Yeah. But that's going to account for some of your inconsistency in terms of the right shot. All right. So, center post is more of a rotator. So you're just going to work on rotation is going to be your primary. And then in terms of the swing, we're going to try to get you to feel like you're standing taller, at address. Right. And then we're going to see where that takes us, because some of the other stuff in your golf swing you're going to have to sort of train in and then just forget about. In other words, motion training, trying to get this early move, and frankly, I think now I know why you were pull hooking it, because that's a function of getting over, past the ball, and then, yeah. All right.